we are having homemade chicken tortilla soup. Doesn't that look delicious? Look at that fresh pico de gallo. Right on top, we have some homemade tortilla chips. We have some fresh limes from my lime tree, a pickled jalapeno, and we're drinking fruit punch limeade flavored water. Yummers! Who wants a yummy bite? What's up, Yummybites? Welcome back to another episode of Cooking Keto with Yummybites. Y'all, I'm so excited, y'all. Today we are making some chicken tortilla soup. Y'all, I haven't made tortilla soup in I don't know how long, and it's keto, y'all. I think the last time I made it wasn't keto. Yeah, so we're gonna get a keto one today. Who's excited? Let's get started. All right, y'all, so we are starting off with 2 butterflied chicken breasts. So basically the butterfly, you just cut them down like the side of the chicken breast, and then you just open it up. So we're gonna add some avocado oil to both of these chicken breasts. We're gonna saute these. Now you could put these in the air fryer if you would like. I'm just gonna saute mine. Then we're gonna go in with some Tony Sasseries as an all-purpose. Then we're gonna add some of this sazon. We need Mexican flavors, and we're gonna add some taco seasoning. Some smoked paprika. I would add some onion powder, but I don't have any. Garlic powder. Work that in. Then we're gonna flip it over and do the same thing. Make sure you have oil all over it. Chop some tomatoes like what I did, or you can use a can of chopped tomatoes. All right, let's go ahead and sear our chicken breast. We're gonna have to do one at a time because this pan here is pretty small, okay? And I had to use this pan because it's the best angle that I'm gonna have. Or normally I would have used a soup, you know what I'm saying, pot. Anyway, so we're gonna go in with a little bit of avocado oil. We're gonna heat that up. And we're gonna have to do 2 batches because we have 2 chicken breasts to cook. So let's heat that up. All right, I think it's nice and heated up. So we're gonna go in with one of our chicken breasts. We're just gonna brown it or sear it on each side. go ahead and put this over. Oh yeah. That is what you want to see. That is beautiful. Alright, so right in the pot, after you take the chicken out, you're going to add some butter. And there's already avocado oil in here. Add some butter. Then we're going to go in with our onions. And bell pepper. And our minced garlic. We're going to go ahead and saute this. I'm going to cook this down just a little bit. In here, we're going to add our chicken back into the pot. Just like that. With the juices. Then we're going to add water. We're gonna add some chicken bouillon powder. I would use cubes if I had it, but I don't. So we're gonna add powder, and if you have powder, just add to your discretion. I'm trying to flavor that water. And we're gonna let this boil until the chicken is cooked all the way through. We need that chicken to be cooked all the way through. I think I'm gonna add some more water, because this is a soup. So you want to have enough in there. And it's not going to take that long for it to cook because we've already seared it on both sides. Alright, y'all. So the chicken should be ready. So we're going to go ahead and take it out. Put it to the side, and we're going to shred the chicken. So we're going to shred that chicken. Now, we're going to add a can of tomato sauce to this. Now, I don't have a can of tomato sauce, so guess what I'm going to use? I'm going to use a can of enchilada sauce. We're going to see if it works. Never done this before. So, then you're going to also add a can of chopped tomatoes. Don't have a can of chopped tomatoes, so I just chopped some fresh. Now we're gonna add our jalapenos. Now you don't have to have jalapenos if you don't want. You can also add, if you're not keto, you can add a can of corn and a can of black beans. But since we're keto, we're not adding any of that. Stir that up. Make sure you have enough broth for your liking. And then we're gonna go in with some cilantro. We're just gonna cut it up right in the pot. Make sure you wash your cilantro. Cilantro is very, very dirty. Stir it up. We're gonna go ahead and lightly season this with the same seasonings that we used before. Garlic powder, smoked paprika, a little bit of Tony's, a little bit of taco seasoning. Now, I'm not going to add any more Sazon. You know what? Yes, I am. We're going to add some Sazon. Just a little bit, though. Just a little. Just to say that we added it. This soup looks amazing. We're gonna let this cook for a few minutes. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and add our shredded chicken that we just shredded. Take my time with this, is I don't think I need 2 shredded chicken breasts in here. And make sure you taste your broth. We're gonna let this come together for about a couple minutes, and then we're gonna add the finishing touches. down a little bit. Turn her down. Now we're gonna add a block of cream cheese, or you can add a half if you would like. It just depends on how much you're making. Although we didn't use any measurements. We're just gonna let that melt. Yeah, I don't even think this is a whole thing of cream cheese. It's like a half. Like 4 ounces of cream cheese. If I need to add more, then I will, but we just want to get this melted in there. And you can add any other type of cheese if you would like. I'm gonna add shredded at the end in my bowl, but for now I just want to do the cream cheese. You can also do like some Boursin cheese. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and taste mine. That is, wow, it's perfect, y'all. I don't need to add no more seasonings. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh my, do not forget that cilantro. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna let this simmer. It's already good. I'm gonna turn that down so it can just simmer. We're gonna let this simmer for about 30 minutes. So the cream cheese is pretty much melted, y'all. But this is what it should look like. I'm gonna let mine simmer for a little bit longer, and then we're gonna be done. It is delicious. All right, so I cut up about 5 corn tortillas, low carb corn tortillas, and I'm gonna fry them, and we're gonna make chips for our soup. And I'm using avocado oil, y'all. You're just gonna cook them until they're a light brown color and they're nice and crispy. We're looking for chips here, chips. Alright, so I'm flipping them over. Alright, this is what they should look like. Nice and golden brown and crispy. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and make our bowl of chicken tortilla soup. All right, we're gonna go right on top of this with some cheese. And I'm just using a cheddar cheese. You can use whatever cheese you want. Then I have a lime from my garden. I'm just going to cut this in half. And I'm gonna squirt this in my soup right before I eat it. And I also have a jalapeno pepper, and we got our chips that we are going to place right around. And you can season these if you would like. I don't think I need to, because there's plenty of seasoning in the soup. We're gonna go ahead and put some sour cream right in the middle. Then we're gonna take some of our pico de gallo, stick it right on top. Doesn't this look delicious? Who wants a yummy bite? All right, y'all, so we're drinking fruit punch limeade water today. I am so excited. Happy Taco Tuesday, y'all. I hope y'all have an amazing Taco Tuesday. Y'all let me know what y'all are eating with me, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this recipe. If you did, please thumbs up this video, subscribe if you haven't already, share my videos everywhere, comment how delicious this looks, and I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure y'all purchase my digital cookbook, and y'all also came up with a guide for how I lost over 100 pounds, okay? And I tell you exactly what I did, all right, to get here. Anyway, everything is linked in the description box, and yeah, I will see you guys in another video. Peace.